Deontay Ba. I'm a setter. I'm from Mount Holly, New Jersey.
My name is John Hevelo. I'm a small forward, and I'm from Sigleyville, New Jersey.
Austin Carney, forward, Monroeville, New Jersey.
John McCloskey, shooting guard, Hopatcong, New Jersey.
My name is Jerry Price. I'm a point guard from Rowan University, and my hometown is West Philadelphia.
Malik Sanders, I'm a guard. I'm from Voorhees, New Jersey.
Brian Thatcher, small forward, Northport, Florida.
Matthew Green, guard, Woodbury Heights, New Jersey.
Ryan Legler, guard, Stone Harbor, New Jersey.
Marko Pantovic, forward, Belgrade, Serbia.
Connor Dickerson, point guard, Marlton, New Jersey.
Travis Holland, forward, Toms River, New Jersey.
My name is Ryan O'Leary. I'm a shooting guard, and I'm from Sayreville, New Jersey.
Robert Gordon, combo guard, Lower Maryland.
Greg Southwest, shooting guard, Glen Mills, Pennsylvania.
Do you know that guy didn't even play high school basketball?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into RowanAthletics.com's coverage of Profs men's basketball, the home opener here tonight between the Rowan University Profs and the visiting Cairn University Highlanders. I'm Mark Atchtelli alongside my broadcast partner, Tony Fedori. And Tony, the Profs trying to build off of last year's momentum where they made the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2000 and also a historic NJAC title victory over NJCU last season. Profs, however, are losing a few key seniors.
Yeah, going into that was the best season for the Profs in a long time, and it was really spearheaded by their fourth-year head coach, Joe Crispin, and the best season yet. They're losing 4 of their 5 starters. They're all seniors. Nick DePersia, Darren Curry, Raymond Wright, and Rob DePersia all averaged over 10 points per game. That was more than 60% of the offense. The lone starter, Deontay Ba, is the only one returning.
Profs are certainly going to miss those players. We'll give you the starting lines for both teams, but first we have tip-off here for the Profs. Going up for it, Deontay Ba for Rowan, and he wins the tip back to Jerry Price. And before we get any further down, we'll give you the starting lines for the Cairn University Highlanders. Here's Tony.
Starting 5 for the Cairn University Highlanders, we got Jeremy Harris, guard. Brennan Adley, forward. Justin Dean, forward. Richard Rosas, guard. And Malachi Hall, guard.
Speaking of Jeremiah Harris, already driving in, kicks it out for 3, pulled up, off the rim, no good. Shot by Justin Dean. Your Rowan University Profs starting 5 on the floor. Jerry Price at guard alongside Matt Green, Malik Sanders, Austin Carney, and Deontay Ba round out the starting 5 for Rowan. Driving in, Matt Green, pass to Ba, layup, and it's in. Deontay Ba gets the first points of the 2019-2020 season for the Profs. As they go up 2-0, another turnover this time, able to get to it by Price. 3-pointer from the corner, Malik Sanders off the rim, rebound brought down. Ba puts it back up and gets 2 more.
Yeah, Ba's really showing his presence early with that 6'9" height of his.
Driving into the lane, kicked out, drop back again, a jumper, and it's going to be good. Coming from Julian Colazzo, the CSAC Player of the Year last year. CSAC, of course, the Colonial States Athletic Conference, the conference that Cairn University is a part of. Profs looking to double team early, pass out of the double team. Finds his man in Brennan Adley. Adley, spin move, and he's able to get the shot to go over top of Jerry Price. Swung over to Green, finds Sanders. Sanders driving baseline, trying to kick it out. He hits the deck hard, and he'll need some help getting up from Deontay Ba. It will be a foul. It'll be Profs ball as they'll inbound it. It wasn't a shot as he tried to kick it out to the corner.
Yeah, the Profs are playing really aggressive to start, trapping on defense, and that's how they want to play their game. Fast pace on both ends of the court and pressuring on the defensive end. Looking to go early and get the ball inside to Deontay Ba as much as possible.
Well, Ba already responsible for the first 4 points of the night for the Profs. Sanders gets the inbound pass, and Finds Price. Screen set by Carney. Price step back, now drives baseline underneath. Ba gets another floater to go. Deontay Ba's got 6. 3 for 3 from the field. Driving in, loose ball. Cairn comes away with it, blocked away by Ba. Passed out, held on to, and a foul called. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, no foul. Simply a turnover, and the Profs will get possession.
They have some suffocating defense by the Profs. They're really showing a lot of pressure, and then they got Ba and the anchor. Got that block, really caused that turnover as they got stepping out of bounds and got lost a little footing.
Price at the RU. Pulls up from deep. Off the back of the rim. Rebound comes up, brought down by the Profs. Held on to by Ryan O'Leary, who just checked into the game for Rowan. He came in for Malik Sanders. Price hands it off. Three-pointer from Carney. It's good. Long outlet pass, and they're going to call Carney for the push. Profs thought it was going to be another turnover. Using the full court presses, Rowan, and it almost worked to perfection. Unfortunately, Profs didn't get the call. Carney gets whistled for the foul.
Yeah, it was a tight call right there. Could have gone either way, but the ref saw the little push on the end. Profs aren't going to argue with that one after all.
Inbounded to Collazo. Collazo holds it up at half court. Matt Green defending. Leaves it off, finds his man in Dean. Dean hands it off. Jeremiah Harris drives in. Gets called for the travel as he tried to pass it away. It'll be another turnover on the Highlanders.
Multiple turnovers early. That was back-to-back possessions for the Highlanders there. They got to settle in on their offense and really just take their time against this really lengthy and long defense of the Profs.
Here's Price. Price driving in, kicks it out. Finds his man O'Leary, spots up from 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound comes out, taken away by Collazo. Collazo up the court, finds his man in Harris, who gets the layup to go and the foul. Malachi Harris, last year's Defensive Player of the Year in the CSAC, will go to the line to try and convert the three-point play.
Yeah, that was a really strong bucket by him. The Highlanders didn't wait to take that in transition there and went straight to the bucket. That's how they need to be. They can't get scared of the defensive presence of Ba inside. They got to relish on those opportunities on the fast break.
Last year on the season, Malachi Hall was 67% from the free throw line. And he makes his first one of the 2019-2020 campaign. Profs still up by 2, 9-7. Ball in the corner. O'Leary drives baseline, kicks it to Ba. Ba, power move, drops to Carney at the three-point line. He's got another. And some contact at half court. And a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Jerry Price.
2 threes early on right now by Kearney. Been really showing his stroke right now. He's been working on in the offseason. The Profs, they lost some scores last year. Kearney's a guy looking to step up and make his presence felt on the offensive end.
Profs losing 4 starters to graduation last year. The DePersia twins, Nick and Rob, Ramon Wright, as well as Deron Curry. And last year's team, obviously we all know, had a great season, 22-7 on the year, 13-5 in the conference. And they made the first NCAA tournament appearance by a Profs basketball team since 2000. They actually got a victory in their first NCAA tournament game as O'Leary steals the ball, drives in towards the basket, gets the contact, can't get the bucket. And it looks like O'Leary's actually going to get called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, it was a questionable call. It looked like he just went slow on that Euro step move right there, and they thought it was a travel, and that's what they're going to get.
Whistled for a travel, no foul. Brought up by Collazo. Julian Collazo drives in, kicks out, three-pointer off the rim. Shot came from Brennan Adley. And the Profs will bring it back up the other way. 12-7 lead for the Profs. Matt Green, step back 3, fakes it. Pass underneath to O'Leary, goes for the dunk, swatted away. Big block coming from Justin Dean underneath. Now Hall gets blocked on the other end by Matt Green.
That was a wild sequence right there. It really looked like Leary had the step. But number 34, Hall, just got up there and blocked it. And moved in transition. It's looking like how the Highlanders are going to try and score this game, is really push it in transition and take advantage of that defense of Rowan when it isn't set.
Will be Highlanders' possession as Malachi Hall looks to inbound. Finds Collazo. Checking into the game Jesse Rivera. And that jump shot made by the Highlanders.
That was Collazo on that bucket.
O'Leary holds it up. Hands it off to Ryan Legler, who checked into the game for the Profs moments ago. Austin Carney to Legler. Ryan Legler drives in, drops back out. Connor Dickerson calling out a play as he stands by the RU. 8 on the shot clock. Dickerson drives baseline, goes back again, still denied. Looking for somebody, finds Carney. Fadeaway jumper, he got it. Austin Carney red hot to start the 2019 season.
He has 8 of the 14 points for the Profs right now, and he's been electric on the offensive end.
Three-pointer from Hall, knocks it down. And the Highlanders cut the Profs lead to 2. It's 14-12. Three-pointer from Carney off the back of the rim. Finally, he misses one.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a heat check right there.
Dickerson tries to get the steal on Collazo. Collazo pass underneath as Adley gets called for the double dribble. It'll be Profs ball, another turnover by the Highlanders. Now Deontay Baugh takes a seat, gets his first rest of the night. Coming in, Travis Holland, sophomore transfer out of Stockton University, made the switch to a different NJAC program this season. Connor Dickerson finds Legler. O'Leary hands it off to Dickerson. Profs just keeping it outside the paint for now. 14 on the shot clock. Screen set, and then Carney peels back in. Dickerson drives, loses control of the ball. It's turned over. Rivera, outlet pass up to Collazo, and he gets the layup to go. Tie ball game at 14 apiece.
Profs started off really strong in the first couple minutes, but you know, this transition game of the Highlanders has been one keeping them in this game and tied it up. Every time they get it, they're pushing it up the court like they are right now.
Three-pointer from Legler, no good. Highlanders take it down in transition, and Rivera gets the and one bucket. The Highlanders with their first lead of the night, a 2-point lead, and Rivera has a chance to make it 3.
The Highlanders right now have really settled in on the offensive end. Even though they've been committing a few turnovers early on, they're really thriving on the transition game right now, and they're settling in defensively as well. The Profs, after a streaky start from Kearney, haven't been able to get much offense elsewhere besides Deontay Baugh, but he sits on the bench right now.
And Rivera knocks down his free throw, and the Highlanders go up by 3. Still 13:39 left to go in the first half. Sanders, Legler up top, he hands it off, finds Holland. O'Leary now. Pulls up, gives it to Holland. Holland pass underneath to Dickerson, out to O'Leary for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebound. Profs come away with it. Legler now beyond the arc, holds it up, drives in. Legler finds a cutting man in O'Leary, and he gets the bucket to go. But they're going to call a charge on O'Leary. It won't count.
Yeah, on that charge attempt right there, set. It's going to look like it's going to be set by number 0, Kane on the Highlanders. He got outside of the circle down low and took a really nice charge to the Highlanders. Great defensive play by him.
So far, great defensive play from the Highlanders, getting the Profs to commit 2 offensive fouls already tonight. Rivera, nice dribble move, gets around Dickerson, kicked out to the corner, long ball, it's in. That's Eric Jacobs for the Highlanders, a 6-point lead.
Yeah, it was a great setup. Started with their point guard to drive in and kick it out to an open man in the corner.
O'Leary drives in with the left hand, layup, off the rim and in. Great extension from O'Leary. He's able to knock that one down. Huge bucket from the sophomore out of South Amboy, New Jersey. And now a steal from Connor Dickerson. He drives in, leaves it off for Sanders, who slams it home.
That all started right there with that full court press right now. The Profs, they're looking to get something going since their offense has struggled.
2 offensive rebounds in the same play from Malachi Hall. He was able to get the second one to go. 22-18.
Yeah, once this Prof team made some substitution and went to the bench early, it seems like their team started to not fall apart completely, but they kind of lost their momentum and their cohesiveness they had on the court. Right now the Profs are going to call a timeout. They're down 4 with 11:59 to go in the first half.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Profs, so we're going to keep things here. But one talking point we have to talk about, the Cairn University Highlanders, so far last year was their first winning season, Tony, since the 2003-2004 campaign. That's a long layoff from winning seasons, and of course you have to compliment the head coach of the Highlanders, and Jason O'Connell, entering his 5th season this year, got them on to their winning ways as their preseason ranking in the CSAC, 1st overall in the conference.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming for this team, and they really found the coach for the future for them right now. Like you said, 15 years is a very long time. But last year, they finished the season 10-2 in the CSAC conference, which is pretty impressive in their own right. They failed to make the NCAA tournament, but they're looking to bounce back this year and capitalize on their great season they had.
And Profs inbounded down by 4, 22-18, still the score. Dickerson, few dribble moves, finds his man in Holland, out to O'Leary. O'Leary drove in, got fouled before he went up. Foul's going to be called on Richard Rosas, the sophomore guard, his first of the game. Cairn's second. Profs already had 5 team fouls early in the first half. We're not even halfway through. Ryan Legler, Dickerson. Dickerson drives in, kicks it to Sanders. 3-pointer from Legler off the rim, rebound. Loose ball out of bounds, and it's off the Profs last. It will be Cairn University basketball.
Yeah, the sophomore guard, Dickerson, right now has been running point since he's entered the game. He was an exceptional player for the Profs in his freshman season, earning multiple NJAC Rookie of the Week honors throughout it. Really looking to step up his role in his sophomore campaign.
Rivera pass underneath, off the glass, no good, as the shot from Jordan Cosman didn't go, and now a pass intended for Holland will deflect out of bounds. It'll still be Profs ball underneath the basket. Matt Green checks in for Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary got his first minutes as a Prof earlier on in the game, and he did a very solid job. Long pass over the top of Green's head. He's going to have to go all the way back to chase it. Shot clock begins. Matt Green driving in with speed, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. Another foul on Richard Rosas, his second.
Yeah, the guard, number 24 of the Highlanders, Richard Rosas, just got a little handsy on that play right there. Can't be having 2 hands on the defender. They will call fouls every time on that.
Head coach Jason O'Connell showed his disgust with the call, screamed out what when it was called. Malik Sanders pulls up from the RU and hits the front of the rim, no good. Jesse Rivera brings it down for the Highlanders. Profs double team in the backcourt. He's able to break through it. Behind the back, pass underneath, layup, good. Justin Dean makes his first contribution on offense. Matt Green holds up, pulls up, doesn't get it to go. Rebound comes out, and they're going to say it was out of bounds. The signal was that it's Cairn University's ball, and now it's being switched. It will be Profs possession.
Yeah, the Profs are just looking a little one step behind the Highlanders right now. Every time they touch the ball, they look a little slow and out of sorts. They really need to find that rhythm they had in the first few minutes of this game.
Long pass to half court finds Ryan Legler. Legler on the left hand, kicks it out. Malik Sanders now in. He finds Green for a 3. Off. Doesn't even hit the rim, airballs it, but a rebound put back by Jonathan Hevelo.
That was a big bucket for the Profs to cut that lead to 4. Haven't scored one in a while. Now they apply the full court press.
It's a packed house here inside SB Gymnasium. The chants begin to flood onto the court. Jesse Rivera guarded by Price, taken away by Hevelo. Sanders to Price. Price baseline, kicks it out. Legler couldn't corral the pass. He was wide open for three. And he wishes he could have that one back as you see him bite the jersey in frustration.
Yeah, just a missed opportunity right there for the Profs. Everything went well there until the final end where the pass was just a little off, went off the hands of Legler right there.
Driving in with it, pass now deflects off Adley. He's able to keep it in. And now a travel called on the Highlanders. It's Tyler Carrier, the senior out of New Hampshire, who walked. Price will bring it up the court for the Props. Step back three, got it to go.
Big time bucket right there by Price, just taking it into his own hands right there.
Props still trying to get this full court press to work. But so far the Highlanders able to break out of it fairly easily. Pass to Adley. Adley drives in, takes a hop step, and gets the contacted layup to go.
Yeah, Adley did not show fear there, just muscled his way in and just pushed the Prop defender away for an easy bucket.
Legler spots up from deep, off the rim, rebound. Loose ball put back in. This time by Malik Sanders. Rivera, underhand layup, and he got it to go. And the foul. Are you kidding me? Jesse Rivera.
That was a sensational bucket right there. I don't know how he's able to even get that in. Just took it all the way to the rack. Goes by Sanders, in against number 2 for the Props, Legler, and just got the spin all at the top of the backboard. Impressive bucket. He wasn't uber athletic or tall on that. He just straight through the defenders and fought through. Great technique.
Cannot convert the free throw, so it's still a 3-point game, 28-25. Highlanders lead the Props. Price brings it up. Screen set by Ba, who checked into the game. Matt Green holds it. Gives it back to Ba. Held off to Sanders. Price. Hevelo calling for it in the corner. Holds it underneath Ba. And there is a whistle on the play. Foul's going to be on Brennan Adley, his second. Matt Green will inbound for Rowan. Pass underneath to Ba. Good hold-up play, and he puts it in. How about Ba using the big frame to shield the defender away and then put up the layup. Step back from Collazo off the back of the rim. Price brings it down. Props only trail by 1. Green up, looking for Sanders. And he couldn't catch it, but it looked like a travel was called anyway.
Yeah, the house would have been rocking right there if that alley-oop would have connected. But going back previously, Bob, as soon as he subbed in, they're looking to get him the ball deep down low because 6'9" frame, there's no one that can match up with him on the Highlanders. The closest one they have is 6'6".
Oh, that was Deontay Ba's role last year, posting up guys underneath and getting the hard buckets to fall. Props over the past few years have struggled in the height department, haven't been the tallest teams, but Deontay Ba with a huge block right there. Collazo pulls up and he hits the shot. That's a three-pointer, and it's up by 4 again are the Highlanders.
Yep.
Price drives in, contested layup, gets it to go, and the foul.
Big time bucket right now by Price. Only 5'7" on the court, but used every inch of his height to get past his defenders. Took his time walking up, then change of space, split the defenders on the left side going up and over. Number 15, Justin Dean of the Highlanders.
That's why it's so helpful to have a guy at 6'9", and Deontay Ba set a beautiful screen right there for Price as he was able to drive in. A little bit of a shimmy before he puts up the free throw, and guess what? It worked. He drained it. Three-pointer from Jacobs off the rim, rebound. Ba comes down with it. Price brings it up, Profs down by 1, pulls up from 3, got it! Jerry Price, the senior transfer, making his presence known in his first game in the brown and gold. Ball in the corner, three-point shot, no good, rebound by Collazo. Now Jacobs again from 3, he's got it, and the Highlanders just like that back up on top again.
Yeah, besides Ba, like you said earlier, the Rowan team isn't very tall in particular. They need to get working on those offensive rebounds.
Price kicked it out to the corner, was looking for Carney. He got fouled driving in.
There's a replay before Price taking it up. The ISO ball just nearly 30 feet out, just pulls up, hits the 3, no hesitation.
Price looking like Dame Lillard out there. Maybe not from as deep a range as Lillard, but same exact dribble, just brings it up and just pulls up and fires one in. Carney from deep, off the rim, no good. Brought down by Deshaun Kane. Collazo brings it up the court, pass it off, layup contested, no good. Rebound, loose ball. Who's it off of? It's off of the Highlanders, and Collazo can't believe the call.
Yeah, that ball looked like he wanted it to be for the Highlanders, but it looked like it hit off his shin and leg and rolled out last.
Ba underneath, layup, too easy. Deontay Ba, just so simple. Feed the big man underneath. Now Jacobs for 3 from the Highlanders, in and out. Rebound brought down by Green. Matt Green driving in, drops it back. Jerry Price fakes the shot, now drives baseline, contested, no good. Rebound, put back up by Carney. He couldn't get it, loose ball taken away by Kane. Outlet pass, Jacobs gets it to Collazo. Jacobs open again, he was calling for it. Collazo held it, pass underneath. Layup off the backboard, no good.
Little crazy sequence right there, back and forth, ugly misses for both teams.
Green driving in, kisses it off the glass. And the Profs lead extends to 3, 37-34, 5:33 left to go in the half. Behind the back dribble from Collazo in the corner to Jacobs for the tie, he got it.
Yeah, it's multiple threes already by Jacobs. The Profs are not playing defense on the perimeter well at all tonight. Too many open looks from deep.
Jerry Price, step back 3 with a hand in his face, no good. Rebound brought down by Collazo, fought with his own teammate in Kane for it. Collazo leaves it off for Jacobs. And they're moving the ball around. Malachi Hall from downtown, and it's a 3-point lead as the Highlanders take it back.
Another open 3 for the Highlanders. They're just moving the ball and finding the open man on the perimeter. They're avoiding the presence of Ba down low and just finding open looks around the outside.
Carney tried to oop it as Jonathan Hevelo couldn't put it back, but Carney able to get the rebound and put it back up. Malachi Hall, fadeaway jumper, no good. Hevelo brings it down. Profs down by 1. Green from 3, off the outside of the rim. Jacobs pulls up for the Highlanders, got it.
This man's been automatic from deep tonight. That's at least 3 threes and counting for the Highlanders.
Jerry Price has the ball for the Profs. Price kicks it out. Hevelo from downtown. He got it. And a timeout called on the court. That 3 from Hevelo cuts the deficit for Rowan to 1 point, a 43-42 lead for the Highlanders. And it's a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick step off right after this replay.
He goes right to the corner. He's uncovered. Jacobs is just waiting there, and he hits it with ease. He's gonna do that every single time if he's not covered. This time Jacobs has it. They're just patiently waiting on their offense, and 34 Malachi Hall just hits it again. Once again, just wide open.
Just more opportunities.
And then for a third time, Jacobs was once again wide open. Matt Green was a little late getting there, but they need to work on that perimeter defense.
And here's the Hevelo three. Look at him wide open in the corner. And when you leave Jonathan Hevelo that wide open, he can hit those shots, and that's the shot that brought the Profs within one. So we'll forget about the step off. We're going to keep it here for the rest of the first half.
Yeah, it was a big-time response right there by Hevelo to hit that three and bring them back within one.
Head coach Joe Crispin for the Profs always has some words of wisdom for his players in the huddle in his fourth season with Rowan. 73-36 record. Of course, led the team to their first trip to the NCAA tournament since 2000 last season. And not only that, they got their first NCAA tournament win since that time. They were able to take down Emerson here at home. And then unfortunately, in the second round game against Nichols College, they unfortunately fell where Nichols just had answers for everything Rowan threw at them. It was still a close game. But the Profs looking to bounce back this year. Malachi Hall. It's Harris. Finds Jacobs. He went for three again, and he's been hot from beyond the arc, but he misses that one. O'Leary drives in with the right hand. Spin move. Layup underhand. No good. Rebound. Gets it back again. Three chances for Ryan O'Leary. Couldn't get any of them to go. Driving in. Harris. Got it.
Yeah, a good move right there by Harris. He lured Bob just a half second off on that step to fake to the corner and then brought it back up for the layup. Impressive move by him to get that open look.
Carney underneath the box, kicked out to Dickerson from downtown, and he got it. Once again, Profs cut the deficit to one. The defense chant roaring throughout SB Gymnasium as the Profs tied at 45. Loose ball brought down by Dickerson. 2.5 left to go. Carney for the lead. Got it! Austin Carney has a flamethrower from downtown.
Big time bucket right there. No hesitation. That's the way he has to play. He could be a go-to scorer for the Profs this season if he plays like that with that confidence.
Collazo with it for the Highlanders. Carney, maybe a big presence down low, but he can do damage beyond the arc as we've seen tonight. Collazo's shot doesn't go in. Rebound put back up and knocked down by Cameron Clark.
Yeah, it was a good pickup by him after the breakdown by Collazo. That's really what created that opportunity for his teammate to get that bucket.
Three-pointer, Carney off the rim, rebound, loose ball. O'Leary tries to keep it in. Ken as falls into the crowd. It'll be a possession given to the Highlanders.
Profs only played a few minutes after that timeout and they're up one, but their perimeter defense has been looking much better. They look really into it.
Underneath pass was intended for Malachi Hall. Dickerson intercepts. Legler, dribble move, hands it off to Dickerson. Back to Legler. Now Carney. Carney got the ball. The crowd was chanting for him to shoot. Bucket doesn't count. Foul was called on Jacobs underneath as Bob was looking to get the hook shot to go. And Malik Sanders will head to the free throw line. And right now, Tony, it's been the long ball for both teams. Both teams 3 for 4 in their last four three-point attempts on the game.
Yeah, you could count that to both teams being hot, but also both sides aren't playing that well defensively at the perimeter. Both teams have great shooters that can hit it from deep, but it's whatever team that can play better in defense and move in transition like Dickerson did on the last defensive possession where he slid over down low and stole that ball.
Sanders gets 1 of 2 to go. Hall passes it, layup, and it's good. Clark again. We got a tie game at 49. Under a minute to go. We got a tie game. 3-pointer from Sanders. Back of the rim. Dickerson goes for the rebound. And he got pushed in the back. He'll go to the line for 2.
Great effort by Dickerson there, crashing the boards for his teammate to get that board. All right, here we have Clark down low, just using all 240 pounds of that body of his to get an easy bucket. 6'6" freshman right there could really do damage for Cairn Highlanders.
Dickerson couldn't convert the 1-and-1. So the game stays tied, still under a minute left. Hall driving in, layup, no good. Loose ball out off the Profs. Possession goes back to the Highlanders, 46.2 left on the clock. Hall inbounds it, finds Clark. Hook shot, in and out, no good. Sanders brought it down, hands it off to Price. Back to Sanders. Sanders spots up from 3. Can't get it to go. Jeremiah Harris almost gets stripped, now brings it in, has Jacob, takes it himself, and it's no good. Jerry Price, big dribble, holds it up. He's got Sanders behind him and now will peel out. No time left on the shot clock as it's unplugged. So Jerry Price doing the smart thing. Profs going for the last shot.
Some ISO ball by Jerry Price possibly right here.
Crowd on their feet. Jerry Price at half court, 6 on the clock. Price drives in, still going. Layup, no good. Rebound, can't get the putback, and then it's in. Ryan O'Leary got the second putback, and with that basket, the Profs go up by 2. 51-49 at the half.
Yeah, right here, all set up by Price, taking the contact, going in. The layup attempt wasn't that great, but his teammates were there to cover, and after 2 attempts, Leary finishes it. Puts it back with the buzzer going off, taking that lead, 51-49.
Right there, you thought Price was going to maybe kick it out to the corner. He had a man open, but instead took it himself. And how about Ryan O'Leary making an instant impact in his first game in a Profs uniform? Gets that bucket to go as it's 51-49 at halftime. You take a look at the halftime stats. Profs leader in points, Austin Carney with 13 points, 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, 5 for 10 from the field in general. On the other side, for the Highlanders, it's Jacobs, Eric Jacobs, 12 points for Jacobs, 4 for 8 from the field, 4 for 8 from the three-point arc, as he's basically just been their long-distance shooter. And so far tonight, from beyond the arc, the Highlanders 7 for 13, Prof 7 for 24. Both teams trying to live beyond the arc tonight, Tony.
Yeah, I think that's how these teams want to be and operate their offense during the season. Profs were a great three-point shooting team last year, along with playing great defensively and pushing it. Cairn Highlanders also want to do that with their revamped offense and new coach. I think second half, whichever team can lock up better on the perimeter and really play defensively better is going to be the team that takes the W in the first game of the season.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a defensive battle on the perimeter right now. The inside of the paint's pretty much been locked down, except the Profs. They have the lead in one of the most important categories in all of basketball, offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities. Second chance points, 13 of them for Rowan compared to the Highlanders' 10. So the Profs, if they lead in a category like that, they really should move forward and hopefully win this contest. But with all that being said, we're going to take a step off now for halftime. We'll be back here in about 13 and a half minutes with second half action between the Rowan University Profs and the Cairn University Highlanders. 51-49 at the half. Profs have the lead.
diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's gonna become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academic. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go on a personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out to community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
Say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Welcome back inside SB Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey. I'm Mark Atzelli alongside my broadcast partner, Tony Fedori. And right now, the Profs getting ready to start second half action against the visiting Cairn University Highlanders. A 51-49 lead for the Profs, a 2-point lead for Rowan coming into the second half. And we talked about the leading scores for both teams. Tony Austin Carney for the Profs, 13. Meanwhile, Eric Jacobs with 12 for the Highlanders, but you got to look at the rebound battle. Deontay Ba, he has 5 rebounds, and also last year the Highlanders have 2 players with 5 rebounds as well, in Jeremiah Harris as well as Colazo, who was the CSAC Player of the Year last year in the conference.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Deontay Ba has also been a presence offensively. He's 5 for 5, 100% on the night. Look to get him more involved in the offense in the second half as well. Like you said, the team, Rowan's looked a little bigger out there. They got more offensive rebounds, 11-5 right now at the half. Big-time rebound advantage on the offensive end and lead 26-23 on the night. I look for them to pound it down low as much as possible while still getting that perimeter shots when open.
As the score would tell you, it's been a fairly even game throughout the entire first half. Even the minutes of both teams, a lot of players cycling in and out for both squads, and now second half action underway as with the ball's Malachi Hall. He finds Colazo. Hall gets it from Harris. Gets it back. Hall, step back, holds it up, drives in now with the left hand, with the right hand. Gets the shot up. Doesn't go in. It'll be a foul. It'll be 2 shots as Deontay Ba whistled for the foul on the play.
It was a good take by Malik Hall right there to get into the lane and get the defender's feet off balance. Doesn't get the shooting foul, but still gets the foul nonetheless.
Shot blocked away. Profs come away with it. Foul was actually issued to Austin Carney. Jerry Price wide open from deep. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, loose ball. Malachi Hall going after along with 2 Profs. He's able to pick it up. He gets called for the travel.
Yeah, it was an awkward ball landing right there. It landed between 2 Profs and the Highlander offensive player, and he just caught it. Took too many steps right there trying to impede his traffic into the defenders of Rowan.
Tony, the fact that the Profs have 51 points starting the second half, especially after all the offensive players they lost last year, the Profs had the first most points per game in the NJAC last year. Green from 3, got it to go. Best offense in the NJAC last year were the Profs. Second in rebounds, first in assists, first in field goal percentage. Profs offense lost a lot of key players, but right now the new guys, they're filling in well as the hook shot from Hadley goes in.
Yeah, transfer players like Price, the point guard position's really been a great addition, as well as Ba. He's growing as an offensive player. Want to get him more touches, and then the upcoming young players like Connor Dickerson as well, one of the guards, you know, all these young players, and Kearney as well.
Carney's 3 from the corner, no good. Julian Colazo driving in, layup, holds it, and he walked.
Took a second for the official to get that call there, but it was called right there.
See the hands of the fans behind the basket go up, asking, that's got to be a walk.
Everyone was calling for that one.
Jerry Price. Cross court to Green, pass deflected, but Green still gets it. Alley-oop blocked away as it was Malik Sanders driving in, trying to finish that one off. Hadley out wide to Harris. Jeremiah Harris In the corner, step back three, off the rim, no good. Rebound. Last touched by Dean, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Profs ball.
It was a great defensive effort by the Profs. We'll take a leaning corner fade, three-point shot any day. Those balls are not going to go in most of the time.
Price loses a loose ball, and now it's Malachi Hall driving down with the slam. And head coach Joe Crispin calls a timeout. He wants to talk to his players.
Yeah, Profs are up 1 point still, but he does not want that spark right there to get the Highlanders going at all. Must have seen something in his team looking a little lackadaisical out there. As right here we have Hall just getting up, taking advantage of that turnover and dunking it home.
Once that turnover happened at half court and you saw Malachi Hall get the ball, you pretty much knew what you were in for. He's got the hops and got up high. Hung on the rim for some extra measure. And it's a 54-53 lead for the Profs still.
Profs only had 5 turnovers there in that first half, so that's something that was really good compared to the Highlanders' 9 they have. So let's see if they can keep it down and not keep that trend going of that turnover that just happened.
And turnovers were an area where the Profs struggled with last season. They had the 3rd most turnovers in the NJAC, averaging 16 turnovers per game, something I'm sure they wanted to work on in the offseason.
That first half, it definitely looked like they did. There wasn't too many bad turnovers whatsoever. Just some miscommunications here and there that wasn't really on the player's fault.
Matt Green holds it up, gets double teamed, finds Jerry Price. Price, left-handed dribble, kicked out. Carney driving in, layup, contact, got it to go, no foul.
Big bucket right there by Carney, just using his physical ability to get in, push the defender away for an easy open look down low.
Holding the ball up for the Highlanders, Dean. Now Harris. Jeremiah Harris has Matt Green guarding him. Few dribble moves. Now Harris wants to go towards the basket. Green gets a piece. Loose ball. Collazo brings it down. Finds Adley. Off the rim. Rebound again. Adley puts it back up. Still no good. Loose ball brought down by Jeremiah Harris. Highlanders, multiple offensive rebounds. Adley for 3. No good as it bounces off the rim, and the Profs get lucky there. You cannot give the Highlanders more and more offensive opportunities.
Yeah, too many offensive rebounds right there given up by the Profs. They were fighting for them, but the ball just kept landing in the Highlanders' way. At least 3 or 4 opportunities there, which ended in a missed three-pointer attempt in the corner. So they were lucky that wasn't Eric Jacobs, because he probably would have sinked that one home.
Connor Dickerson into the game now for the Profs, replacing Malik Sanders. Austin Carney, pass underneath for Bob, deflected away. Collazo behind the back dribble, loose ball again. Jerry Price now driving in, layup, no good. Rebound brought down and put back in by Carney. We saw Deontay Ba rise up. He wanted to put it back, just couldn't reach it. It took a weird hop.
I think everyone here was hoping for that hop to go his way so he could put it back.
Collazo underneath. Underhanded layup from Adley, no good. Rebound, Carney comes away. It's Green. Up the court, underneath. Ba wide open, uncontested. And didn't even have to work for that layup as the Profs now up by 7. And Jason O'Connell, the head coach for the Highlanders, calls a timeout and brings his players over. It's his turn to talk.
Yeah, Matt Green going back one play previous to that one right there. Bob misses it, but Carney covers. Great way to follow up on that turnover. And then right here, Matt Green, the one I was about to talk about, takes it up slowly, and right here with the little extra flair, does like a no-look spin pass right to Bob for the easy layup, bringing it up the court. Profs are really starting off the second half great. Up 7 right now, 60-53 in the game.
On that last play, you have to wonder what Justin Dean of the Highlanders was doing. He was apparently ball watching Matt Green as he dribbled in. Deontay Ba walked right in front of his line of sight, still didn't see him, and didn't even contest the shot.
Looked like he did not want to get in the way of that connection between those two. But as you're saying, yeah, that slow pace by Matt Green might have caught him off guard when it came to that pass.
Collazo inbounds to Rivera, who gives it right back. Profs trying to hold him in. They get out. Collazo driving into the lane. Layup, got it.
It's too easy of a bucket to give up. Profs got to close up on the guy with the ball instead of watching the guys on the perimeter.
O'Leary. Carney. Dickerson gets it poked away. Loose ball, gets it back. Out to Legler in the corners. O'Leary pulls up from deep, off the rim, and rebound brought down by Adley. Rivera double team, gets stripped, loose ball, finds its way to Dickerson. Dickerson has Green off the back of the board. Rebound, put back, no good. Profs can't get it to go. Malachi Hall driving down on Carney, steps around Euro. No good, and a travel called.
Yeah, going back to that for the wild sequence right there. Matt Green really wanted that call and looked like he should have got it when he went up to put the ball home. Didn't get the foul call, and he's having words with the refs right now. Not happy about it.
Rowan needs the Heat back up from deep. Their last 7 3-point attempts, they're 1 for 7. 3 from Green, make it 1 for 8.
They're getting good looks right now. They're just not hitting.
Hall dishes it, Collazo, and it's good. Excuse me, it's Justin Dean. Now Matt Green driving in, Euro step, contact. Can't get it to go, but he'll head to the line.
Good find right there to see Matt Green up top at half court and push it right away. Go right back, nice move from Malachi Hall right there. And then taking it to the rack, Justin Dean absorbing the contact and going straight up and getting the bucket.
Matt Green will head to the line, Profs up by 3. Make it 4 as he knocks down the first one, 61-57. Substitution made by the Highlanders. As Deshaun Kane checks in, takes out Justin Dean, who scored the last bucket for the Highlanders. And right now, Tony, Matt Green makes that one. He gets subbed out immediately. Coming in, Jonathan Hevelo, 62-57. Right now, Profs 1 for 8 from beyond the arc in their last 8 attempts. They need to work on getting the ball underneath to the big man, Deontay Ba, when he's out there. 6 for 6 from the field on the game.
Yeah, he's not playing a lot of minutes, but when he is out there, they really need to try to get the ball down low as much as possible.
Collazo gets the friendly bounce off the rim. 3-point lead for Rowan. Legler, left-handed dribble, around the arc, kicks it out to Dickerson, who drives in toward the lane. Fadeaway jumper, got it. That's what they need from Connor Dickerson. He was a big impact player off the bench last year as a freshman, and he's going to have big shoes to fill as he's taking the point guard role from Rob DePersia this season, as does Jerry Price.
Yeah, he averaged nearly 10 points per game last year, so his uptake in minutes and offensive usage is really going to go up.
Legler with a nice dribble, contact and one!
Big time bucket right there by Legler. Faked out the defenders, you can hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd right there. Absorbed the contact, took it to the rack, here we go. Looks like it was going to be a little pitch handoff. Well, his back bucket is actually going back to Dickerson. Nice little fader. Here's Legler right here, bringing it up, surveying the court. Once he fakes that handoff, goes straight to the bucket, takes the contact and puts it in.
What a move from Ryan Legler. Not the biggest guy on the roster either. Only stands at 6'1". But he really drove into the rack like a big man there as he puts up his free throw off the back of the rim. Can't convert the 3-point play, but now tries to get the job done on defense. But Highlanders able to break over half court. Collazo driving in, left-handed hook, and he got it to go in. 66-61. Legler driving baseline, kicks it out. O'Leary from the corner, in.
Big time find by Legler right there.
Profs now starting to heat up from beyond the arc. Hopefully O'Leary's bucket will start some things, but how about Deshaun Kane getting the contact underneath and getting the shot to fall as he's able to float it over top a defender.
Here we go back to Legler. Could have took it to the rim, but dished it to the corner. Smart move, and O'Leary hits that three. Big time bucket for the Profs. It's unfortunate that they give it right back, though, in transition.
Just what they teach you, drive and kick. Legler drove in. They knew what he did last time. They overcommitted and left O'Leary wide open in the corner in front of the Profs bench. So Cairn going to try and convert the three-point play. He does. 5-point Profs lead, 69-64. Connor Dickerson. Legler brings it over half court. Ryan Legler to Dickerson. Holds it, man in the corner. Hevelo spin move towards the rim, no good.
Really good spin move, got open, just couldn't finish right there.
Collazo driving, and he gets it to go again. This man is relentless in the paint. Showing everybody why he was the CSAC Player of the Year in 2018. 3-point lead for Rowan. O'Leary with a hand in his face, off the rim, rebound, brought down, Sanders put back, and it's in.
There's that offensive rebound for the Profs right there. It's an easy look for Sanders.
Deshaun Cain drives in again, gets it to go in. Right now the game plan for the Highlanders, Tony, they're just taking it to the rack and challenging the Profs to step up, and right now they're winning the challenge. Three-pointer from deep, it's Malik Sanders.
Yeah, back to what you were saying right before that big-time three by Sanders. I think the Profs are really worried about the three-point shooting, and they're giving up the lane every time.
Collazo finally doesn't get one to go, but he's assisted by the referee as a foul's called. He'll go to the line for two.
Profs definitely need to step in the lane and guard the ball first. That's what you're taught as a defender. There's Sanders on the offensive boards, gets it right back, puts it up between three of the Highlander defenders.
Foul is on Ryan O'Leary.
And Cain right here on the replay takes it straight to the rack. No one's even on him.
First free throw from Collazo, no good. Oh, Collazo missed the first one. See what he does with the second. Makes it. 74-69, 5-point lead for Rowan. 11:50 left to go in the second half. Jerry Price back into the game for the Profs. Took out Connor Dickerson. Ryan O'Leary in the corner. Pass underneath to Bob. Big man underneath, puts it up, and he finally misses his first shot of the game, now 6 for 7. Outlet pass to Cain. Can't get it to go. Good defense from O'Leary to contest the shot. Ryan Legler brings it up. Pass to Ba underneath. He's got Price in the corner, but Ba gets pushed in the back from Clark. It'll be a foul on the Highlanders.
Yeah, the Profs right now, they've been playing much better defensively on the perimeter against the Highlanders. The Highlanders haven't had many opportunities to hit threes in the second half, but they've been getting to the rack with ease. It might be a coach's decision, though. That's how he wants to play, giving up twos instead of threes.
Passed out, Sanders from deep, off the front of the rim. Rebound brought down by Dean. Malachi Hall guarded by Price. He gets around him. He gets over half court. Dished out, Rivera. Looked like he was going to pull up from three. Now backs down the defender. Pass underneath, loose ball. Deflects off of O'Leary last. It'll be possession for the Highlanders. 15 on the shot clock. Inbound pass stolen away by Price. Price brings it up the court, leaves it off. Legler from downtown, off the front of the rim. Rebound, put back, no good again. And now brought down by Clark for the Highlanders. Jesse Rivera driving in, fakes the pull-up jumper, hands off to Clark. Clark drives in, contested layup, but got it.
Good bucket right there. This game's really picked up the pace on both ends right now.
Sanders from three, and there he is again. 77-71, just when the Highlanders get close, the Profs say, oh no you don't. Ball taken away by Sanders, foul on the play, and it's going to be on the Highlanders on Justin Dean.
Here we got transition right here. Number 23, Hoxman just takes it right in.
Back in play, Sanders feeling himself, airballs that one. A little bit of a heat check for Malik Sanders. Profs will have to come up with a defensive stop, up 6 with 10:06 left to go. Jumper, Malachi Hall, in and out. O'Leary to Price. Price drives baseline, drops it out. Sanders from 3 again. Off the rim, no good.
Really good find right there.
Rivera drives in, loses control of the ball. Sanders hit the deck. No foul was called. It'll simply be a turnover on the loose ball. Profs ball going the other way.
Yeah, Rivera trying to hop through and almost do like a hop step or a Euro step through the defender, but he's not going to get the call there. He's just off balance, lost the ball, went out. Possession Profs right now.
Jerry Price driving in, finds Ba. Ba towards the corner, finds Price. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Price pulls up, airballs it, and Adley rebounds and just hands it off to Collazo. Jesse Rivera over half court, gets it poked away. Here's Malik Sanders, has Collazo on him, holds it up, loses the ball. Ryan Legler trying to win it. Whistle blown, and we're going to have a foul. It's Julian Collazo, his second. Eric Jacobs re-enters the game for the Highlanders. Entered the second half with the most points on the team. Shot from Green, he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Man, didn't catch that right there. He threw the ball off the defender's back. He wasn't ready for that one. Took advantage, put it up, and got fouled.
Tried to outwit the Highlander defense.
A little smart IQ play right there by Green.
As Green knocks down the first of his free throws. Still plenty of time left to go here in the second half. A 78-71 lead for the Profs. Matt Green misses the second. Green now with 8 points on the night. Adley double teamed. Green gets a piece of it. Adley wins it back. Good work by Brennan Adley. Julian Collazo, dribble move, drives in, bucket no good, rebound, kicked out, Hall to Jacobs. Fakes the shot, Adley underneath, and Deontay Ba swats it out of bounds. Austin Carney checks in for Ryan Legler. Eric Jacobs to Jeremiah Harris. Harris step back 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Bob.
Good defensive effort right there to get the hand in the face of the shooter.
Price in the corner to Sanders from deep. Got it!
Sanders has been taken off in this second half. They've been getting him tons of open looks from deep. Here we go right here. Price setting up the offense, finds his man in the corner wide open, hits it and buries it from deep.
Malik Sanders, you can't leave the man open from downtown. Right now, 3 for 10 from beyond the arc. And the Profs, as a team, 12 for 38 from three-point land. Now, Tony, it's really interesting. You look at the stats right now, and the Highlanders are 7 for 15 from beyond the arc, but yet we've barely seen them shoot a three-pointer in the second half. They were 7 for 12 to end the first half, only taking 3 three-pointers. They need to get back to their game beyond the arc.
Yeah, I think 2 things that factored to that is Joe Crispin really making some defensive adjustments to really lock down the perimeter. As you can see, they've been getting a lot more ease to the lane to get buckets, but that's probably the defensive mindset of the coach, as well as the Highlanders' leading three-point scorer, Jacobs. He's been on the bench for most of the second half, just recently got into the game. So maybe they're looking to save him to put him in for the final remaining minutes of the second half to get their three-point game going.
Well, Jacobs hasn't attempted a three-pointer yet in the second half. And you can see when he got the ball at the top of the arc, the Profs were all over him right away because they know what he can do from long range. 4 for 8 from beyond the arc.
Yeah,
Has three-point shooting to specialty.
They were suffocating him right away as soon as he got that ball. They wanted him to put the ball on the ground, make some moves with it, or pass it away to another teammate.
Eric Jacobs shot 39.5% from downtown last season. Wasn't as good as Julian Colazzo. He shot 45.5% from beyond the arc last year for the Highlanders. Meanwhile, the Profs lost their 2 top three-point shooters in Rob and Nick DePersia. But right now, Malik Sanders and Austin Carney taking over that role tonight.
But they look like they found some viable replacements this season for them.
Malachi Hall, hook shot, no good, rebound. Loose ball, Carney brings it down and tried to get a pass off, and he gets fouled by Adley.
Yeah, Bob didn't get a touch on that ball, but he altered that shot. That was a deep hook that he wanted to avoid Bob's hands from being blocked. Great defensive effort by the Profs right there, specifically Ba. And now they're in the 1-and-1. Bonus time.
It is going to be a 1-and-1 from the line. Austin Carney will go there. 17 fouls in the second half for the Highlanders. Only 3 team fouls for the Profs. Certainly have been the more disciplined team coming out of the break.
Yeah, this is big. There's almost 8 minutes left in the second half for the Profs to take advantage of this now so that they can really put the pedals to the metal and be aggressive against the Highlanders. Any foul they get now, they're going to the line with potential points coming with it.
And Carney knocks down both. A 12-point lead for the Profs, 83-71. Rowan's largest lead of the game. Colazzo called for the foul. And he is irate at the official, shaking his head as he walks away.
Yeah, he might have been mad at the official, but he definitely hooked the Rowan defender with his right arm around him, trying to get by and use that as leverage. Great call by the referees, and we play on.
Step back jumper from Price, got it to go, and the lead balloons to 14 for Rowan.
Profs starting to pull away now late into the second half.
Price trying to suffocate Hall. He gets the pass off to Colazzo. Jacobs to Hall for 3. Got it. 85-74 after that 3, and we have a timeout on the floor.
We got a little replay of Price right here, trying to set up the offense. Breaks down his man, step back. Nothing but net for him, and he is hype. Coming back on the other side. They faked it to Jacobs because they knew he was a three-point shooter. He kicked it off to Hall, wide open from deep. Now they're using him as a decoy. It was a good move by the coach right there.
That's what happens when you have a deep threat in Eric Jacobs. You could see as soon as he got the ball, he had a man in his face, but sometimes when you're rotating over that quickly, it happens so fast, you forget about the guy that's sitting over there towards the corner in Malachi Hall. And he's another guy you can't leave open from beyond the arc, as Malachi Hall had a solid three-point percentage last year for the Highlanders.
Definitely, and if anyone gets a standstill opportunity to hit a 3, it's more than likely they're going to hit it if they get it.
Malachi Hall, last season for the Highlanders. The Highlanders actually were eliminated in the CSAC championship game against Rosemont College. They lost 100-97, and they did not qualify for the NCAA tournament. But in that game against Rosemont, Malachi Hall had a team-high 24 points, 10 rebounds, including 6 of them being offensive, 6 assists and 3 steals. He was simply 4 assists away from a triple-double in the conference championship game. So Malachi Hall is certainly one that can pour the points on when they need them.
And he was only a sophomore at the time as well. Being so young, able to do that for his team, he's definitely gotten better over this year into his junior season now.
Jerry Price looking for someone to pass to, finds Austin Carney. Pass underneath, Ba gets it poked away, loose ball. Colazzo comes up with it. 7 minutes left to go here in the second half. Jeremiah Harris driving in, swatted away. A huge block. Couldn't see if it was by Ba or Malik Sanders. Regardless, A big defensive stop.
Looked like they both smothered them there and then finished by Sanders. Great block and way not to foul the player either.
Connor Dickerson comes in for Malik Sanders now. Jeremiah Harris, 16 on the shot clock. They're looking to find Jacobs open, but Matt Green has blanketed all over Eric Jacobs. Collazo from 3 off the back of the rim. Loose ball. Kept in right to Harris from deep. No good. But they're going to say that Collazo stepped out of bounds trying to save the ball.
Yeah, it was a close call, but the officials saw his foot just barely touch out before he threw it back in play. Profs ball.
Jerry Price loses the ball, and now here they come on a fast break. It's Harris driving in, gets the contact, can't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line.
Yeah, they took full advantage right there of that quick turnover they forced. Number 4 Harris got into it and stole it from Price. Highlanders only down 11 right now, looking to make it to single digits if he can make both free throws.
Well, Harris knocks down the first, and right now the Profs had 10 turnovers on the game, so they had 5 to end the first half, now 5 in the second half with 6:25 left to go. As we mentioned, last season the Profs averaged 16 turnovers per game, so they're trying to get that number down this year. As Harris knocks down the second, and it's a 9-point ball game. Price gets it stolen away again. Other ways, Hall lays it in.
Back-to-back ball stolen out of Price's hand right now. Let's see, they go right now to the other guard, Dickerson, to run the offense.
Carney underneath, finds Green. He loses the ball, and Price able to win it, but then he can't hold it. Another turnover. Jeremiah Harris out to Jacobs from deep. Got it.
Just like that, 3 quick turnovers by the Profs playing. They thought they had the lead at 14 and were sitting comfortable, but the Highlanders came back aggressive. 3 straight, get an and 1, get a couple buckets, and now they hit a 3 with Jacobs wide open, and now this game's only a 4-point differential between the Profs and the Highlanders.
Just like that, the Profs make it a 4-point. The Profs lose their lead almost, as it's now a 4-point game, as Tony had mentioned. Remember, the Profs' largest lead of the game, 85-71. They were up by 14 points with 7:40 left to go. And a mere almost a minute and a half later, a 10-0 run by the Highlanders now has them within 4 points of Rowan.
Yeah, and just as we were talking about, their great efforts to not turn the ball over in the first half, only had 5. Right there alone was just 3 straight in a span of a minute or so. They really need to clean up and not be careless with the ball offensively.
Profs, 3 consecutive turnovers lead to the shrinking of their, what at one point was a 14-point lead. And you can bet Coach Joe Crispin just gave them an earful over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, after that timeout, he's definitely going to make some adjustments right now. As we see Price head to the bench, we got players like O'Leary coming in. Not O'Leary, excuse me, Legler's coming in. And O'Leary, actually. Both of them are into the game now. A little bit of a smaller lineup and more guards to handle the ball as well. Taking out some of their bigger players.
Ryan Legler gets the inbound, and he'll bring it up the court. Dickerson to the corner, has Legler. He holds it underneath. Green tries to get it to go, cannot as he short arms it. And here come the Highlanders, and Jeremiah Harris gets the layup, and it's a 2-point game. 12-0 run from the Highlanders, 85-83. Legler gets bumped hard by Collazo. That's his 4th. He's got to be careful. One more, and Collazo's done for the night.
Yeah, right here. Wasn't a turnover, but the Highlanders played it like it was. They took that ball, went off running. The Profs was just walking back on D, and it was an easy layup in transition for Harris.
That was the problem for the Profs on that play. The transition defense just wasn't there. You're right. They were kind of jogging back. basically conceding the bucket as Ryan Legler gets it to roll around the rim 3 times in a row before it drops down and gets one to go. 86-83. Props a 3-point lead. And Legler makes the second a 4-point lead for Rowan. But how about this? They say basketball is a game of runs. No kidding. A 12-0 run. Now finally silenced by the Profs as Legler got some free throws to go. But still only a 4-point game. It's Jeremiah Harris. O'Leary guarding him. Harris driving in. Contact. Offensive foul.
Here we go on the replay right here. Harris had it, the ISO ball at the top. Blew by his man a little bit, but he ran right into Green. Didn't see him slide over there. Dished the ball a little too late to his teammate. Can't run over players like that. They'll call you. Green's feet were set outside the circle and drew the charge. Excellent defensive play by him.
Matt Green, man of big-time plays. O'Leary drives baseline, can't get it to go, tries to get the rebound, puts it back up, no good again, still goes. And after 3 tries, didn't get it all the way. Now a turnover by the Highlanders. Green has O'Leary for the dunk, and he throws it down.
That is definitely going to surge this team up. Crowd got involved, and that's the Rowan Profs as well.
Collazo behind the back. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Harris. Pulls up from deep. Airballs it. And a foul underneath.
Looks like the foul is going to be on O'Leary. We got the replay. After we steal the back, pass it to Green. O'Leary goes and hammers it in with one hand with the right over the defender of the Highlanders.
Foul was issued to Ryan O'Leary. It's his 4th.
Only one more to give until he's fouled out.
Now O'Leary and Collazo both sitting on 4 fouls tonight. Hall, dribble move. He has Dickerson blanketed on him and blocked away by Connor Dickerson, but a foul called. Profs can't believe it. Dickerson rolls the ball back with a smirk on his face. He can't believe it either.
Right here on the replay, we got the one-on-one. Dickerson's covering Hall. Takes on baseline. He tries to pass out of it because he knew he was stopped. There should have been no foul there. Just took the balls right out of his hands.
Clearly all ball now, fighting for it on the ground. And is it another foul? It is. This time it's Matt Green gets whistled for his second, trying to fight for the ball. And with that, a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Highlanders, 89-83.
Now, these are back-to-back calls against the Profs that just look really questionable. Looks like the balls are at least 50-50, but Profs just got to keep their composure now as they're going to make 2 quick subs to get some height and defensive ability in as they're up 6 now with 4 minutes to go. Sanders and Ba check in.
Jeremiah Harris at the line. First shot of a 1-and-1. Highlanders need these points. He misses. Rebound brought down by the Profs. Malik Sanders. Green fakes the pass, finds Legler in the corner. Contested 3, no good. Dickerson finds Sanders, and Matt Green was calling for it. Now Sanders will back up, and the Profs try and run a play. Legler running around the back towards the corner. No one sees him. Now Green with it underneath to Ba. Gets the layup to go. Deontay Ba, 7 for 8 on the night.
Big time bucket right there. An even better feed by Green to find Ba right there open underneath.
Ryan O'Leary has fouled out of the game for the Profs. He has 5 fouls. Harris backing down a man, no call. Collazo from deep, off the rim, rebound, loose ball. It's Hall. He puts up a layup, no good, and Legler brings it down.
Wild sequence right there. A lot of pushing and subbing, physicality, and the refs are letting them play on right there in that sequence, and the Profs get it. Looking to set up their offense.
Legler Holds it, finds Dickerson. Green underneath. Finds Baugh. Contested layup, no good. Rebound brought down, puts it back up, and when you're 6'9", it's just too easy.
Yeah, all started by Matt Green. He just turned around, threw it behind his head without looking to open Baugh.
Adley's layup gets it to go. And a timeout from the Highlanders following that bucket. An 8-point lead for Rowan, 93-85.
And we got the replay of Greens. Watch this pass right here. Sees his man, turns, no looks it. You know, Baugh missed on the first attempt, but you know, as you said, 6'9", gets it right back, puts it in.
And that's the great thing about having a guy like Deontay Baugh, 6'9". You look at the tallest player on the Highlanders roster, Cameron Clark, the freshman, 6'6" from Ewing, New Jersey, as well as another 6'6" man in Joshua Eichenauer. Eichenauer hasn't played yet tonight. Meanwhile, Clark has gotten a few minutes. But still, the next tallest guy besides them is 6'4" and Brennan Adley, but 6'4" going up against 6'9". It's a pretty big mismatch, and that's why it's so easy for Baugh underneath right now.
Yeah, big mismatch, and he's a long, athletic dude. He can jump, very springy in the legs.
Both teams coming out of the timeout now. The 5 on the court for the Highlanders. Collazo, Kane, Adley, Hall, and Jacobs. The Profs bring out Deontay Baugh, Malik Sanders, Matt Green, Ryan Legler, and Connor Dickerson. .239 left to go. Green gets trapped in the corner. Kane brings it down. Shot up in the air, no good. Legler has it. And he'll bring it over half court. Profs got away with one there. Dickerson around the arc. Fouled by Hall. And he'll go to the line.
It's the advantage right now being in the bonus. They can let their guards make their moves, and the defender's not going to stay in front of them and move their feet. They're going to get those foul calls every time.
Dickerson misses the first, but it's not a 1-and-1, just 2 shots from the line, so he gets a chance to redeem himself. Still, the Profs' team struggled from the free throw line last year. The 9th ranked team out of 10 in the conference shooting a free throw percentage. That's a team last year of 66.4%, as Dickerson able to knock down the second. Collazo, pass underneath, and Adley couldn't get it to go. Dickerson, triple team coming up the court, comes away with it, drives in, got it! And Connor Dickerson with the mean mug, looking at his former teammates over there in the crowd.
That was a big-time bucket right there to extend the lead to double digits.
Deshaun Kane will go to the line as the foul is on Connor Dickerson, his second. Should be a 1-and-1 for Kane.
You got a replay right here. Dickerson started all the way back from under the basket, past one defender, fakes out another, goes to the rack. Scoop layup and in, and as you said, me mugging the former teammates on the sideline right there.
Look at him split the 3 guys, and you want to know what? I'll take the 4th as well, and then he just banks it off the glass and in. Free throw missed. It was not a 1-and-1, so Kane gets a second opportunity, but if you're the Highlanders, Tony, 1:56 left to go in the second half, Profs up by 11, you have to knock down your free throws. They're free points.
Yeah, right there. Like you just said, they're free points. You have to hit these if you want to stay in this game. It's already a double point deficit. And as expected, a full court trap is probably going to occur.
Well, 10-point game as Kane knocked down the second, 96-86. Malik Sanders holding the ball up as he's going to try and waste as much clock as possible. Highlanders are not fouling yet. They're looking over to their head coach and Jason O'Connell for direction. They have Dickerson in the corner. He holds it. 10 on the shot clock. Malik Sanders guarded by Eric Jacobs. Carney comes to set the screen. Sanders to Price in the corner. He got it. Jerry Price at the RU in front of the bench knocks it down. Easy layup from Collazo. I think one more bucket would be the dagger. Dickerson kicks it out. Sanders gets fouled. And now, finally, the Highlanders have to commit.
Just barely over a minute to go right now, and the Profs are up 11. It seems like the only logical decision now for the Highlanders is the foul. Is the previous play. The Profs are just really trying to waste clock. Sanders finds Price wide open on the side. Hits it from deep. Adds to his three-point mark on the night.
Sanders misses the first free throw. Same thing for the Profs. Got to put these away.
Profs are lucky right now that it's not a close game, or these free throws could be hurting them. They got to really develop and work on that as they get later into the season.
Rowan up by 11. Sanders gets it to go. 100-88. Highlanders got to score quick. Collazo out to Hall. Pass intended in the corner, looking for his man in Akoff, who gets his first minutes tonight. Obviously a three-point shooter, as that's why he's finally coming in now. It'll be inbounded by Malachi Hall. Jacobs to Hall. Goes baseline. Hall underneath. Got the layup. 190. Dickerson holds. Passes out. Outlet pass up to Legler. He holds it up and dribbles around. Profs moving the ball around. They don't want to get fouled. Dickerson. Now he finally gets fouled.
This game is looking to be all but over just about, with a few more points to seal the deal for the Profs. Only 40 seconds remain. They're up 10 points, looking to add on to it by Dickerson.
Profs looking to win the home opener here tonight. Dickerson drops the first one in. And he makes the second as well. 12-point lead once again for Rowan. Hall from three. No good. Dickerson rebounds. No foul, and Legler now gets fouled by Jacobs. His third. And right now, Tony, with 27.2 on the clock, a 12-point lead, it looks all done and dusted. And it looks like the Profs are going to get a win in the home opener here in front of the hometown crowd.
Yeah, this has been a lot of runs tonight. Profs are tight, very tight first half. They only led by 2 going into the second half. And then in the second half, they extended their lead to over double digits on 1 point. And then the Highlanders brought it back to within 4. But in the end, the Profs were able to outplay them and get this W.
Collazo up the court. Hall in the corner for Jacobs from deep. No good. Rebound. Collazo puts it back. 92-103, and Price gets fouled by Collazo, and he is done for the game. His 5th foul. Collazo 22 points tonight, and he'll have to take a seat. Not much time left on the clock anyway, and you can see him walking around, frustration on his face.
Tough game to lose. He did play exceptionally well tonight, and then to end like this, fouling out.
Collazo a rebound shy of a double-double. 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for Julian Collazo. First free throw from Price, knocked down. 12-point lead for Rowan. Price with the shimmy again and knocks down another. 105-92. Cairn driving in, layup. No good, foul called. Jerry Price called for the foul on that one. That's Price's second. At that point, Tony, you're up by so much, you might as well just let him make the bucket and just kill this clock, because there's no way the Highlanders are going to foul you again.
Yeah, I think both teams and the crowd that's starting to leak out and leave the stadium now has realized this, that game's all pretty much sealed and done for, just waiting on the final score to be cemented.
105-93 after Cairn makes the second, and Highlanders won't foul again. Ryan Legler dribbles out the rest of the clock, and that does it. Your Rowan University Profs win the opening game of the 2019-2020 season, a 105-93 victory over the Cairn University Highlanders. And Tony, got to talk about the main guys for the Profs. Austin Carney, a team-high 19 points. Malik Sanders in his Rowan debut dropped 17, along with Jerry Price, 16 for him. And then also take a look at Deontay Boss, 16 points. But look on the screen, Austin Carney, 19 total points for the man, 7 rebounds, 27 minutes, also a team high for Carney. A great game from him, and he's a returning senior the Profs are going to look to going forward in the season.
Yeah, he's a returning senior in the starting lineup now. Expected for him to be a big leader. And as you mentioned, 2 people in their first years here, the 2 transfers. They got Price and Sanders, both getting double-digit games, really adding to this Rowan team, a mixture of players. It's just an all-around team effort. We had multiple, at least 4 guys, I think 5 count them, in double digits. Team effort for the Profs tonight.
And we saw plenty of guys. Profs fielded 10 players out there tonight, a majority of them with 20 or more minutes. We saw a little bit of the newcomers, some guys that cemented a spot on last year's team and were big role players down the stretch. And the big question coming into this year was, how are the Profs going to retool after losing 4 of their 5 starters last season? Well, guess what? They retooled with recruits, they retooled with transfers, and right now things are looking up for Rowan. Maybe need to tighten things up a little bit defensively, but offensively, they've shown that they're still there and can play with the best of them in the NJAC.
Yeah, just the first game of the season, so neither team is going to look that great early on. There are a lot of things that fixed and changed throughout the season, but for a first game, it couldn't have gone any better for the Profs. They played really well offensively and defensively. Really, when it came down to it and the game started to get close, they locked up, played defense, and then made some buckets really when it mattered at the end. And then Joe Crispin is a guy who likes to go deep into his bench. Last year, there was around 10 guys or so. Nearly everyone was playing almost every game. So they can run their guys in this tempo offense they like to run and full court press.
Well, the Profs' next game will be on November 15th at Susquehanna Trailways Tournament. They'll take on Lehman College on the 15th, and on the 16th they'll play in a consolation or a championship game, but that's a few days from now. It'll be this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm Mark Etchitelli alongside my broadcast partner, Tony Fedori. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Rowan Athletics coverage of Profs men's basketball. Once again, final score, Profs 105, Highlanders 93. Rowan with a 12-point victory in the opener inside SB Gymnasium. Have a great night, everybody, and make sure to stay tuned for more Profs sports on RowanAthletics.com.